It looks like Ja Rule and 50 Cent are back in the news again. Yeah, we can't believe this, right? Or we can believe this, right? Not surprising. It looks like these two will always have their beef. But I will say this, though. The good thing is that it looks like their beef is a little light-handed now. You know, it doesn't seem like as serious as it was when 50 first came out. It seems like now they've kind of calmed down a little bit. At least, I don't really know. I don't know. Like, 50 seems like he might be a little bit serious. While Ja Rule looks like he's just kind of joking around. So Ja Rule was supposed to perform in the UK, United Kingdom. And he said that once he arrived to customs, he was denied entry because of his previous criminal history. Sound the alarm. So they wouldn't let him into the country. So he was already booked to perform, and allegedly all the promoters sold all the tickets, right? So now he's basically going on Twitter and telling all the fans, hey, you know what? I apologize to y'all, but we're not going to be able to make it out there. So you guys are going to have to ask the promoters for a refund. I guess what he was trying to say is that promoters usually blame the artist for not showing up. No, y'all told me that there wouldn't be a problem from what he's saying. So I guess what they were saying was don't put their name on the flyer unless they can get into the country. And I completely get that, man. I completely get that. I'll take you guys to their Twitter. Yo, like I was looking at some of 50's old posts. When he talks trash, it looks like he's really talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying right here, like, well, you can't make this up. This is so stupid. If you calling somebody dumb and stupid on social media, I don't know. It doesn't really look like you're joking too much. So this was a post right here that 50 put up on Instagram. Because a lot of people were saying that, you see the headline right here, that Ja Rule was denied entry into the UK. Fans blame 50 Cent. Make some noise. And 50 basically responded with, ha 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 ha. I didn't have anything to do with that. B word, not getting in. Laughing out loud. Let me say this real quick. When you get called words like that, especially online, in front of the public, yo, man, nah, yeah, that ain't cool right there, man. It appears to me, even though 50 Cent is putting in the LOLs and the ha-ha-has and the happy face emojis, nah, man, it looks like he's straight talking shit right here. Straight talking shit. Because I don't know, when I look at Ja Rule's responses, it looks like he's just like, ha, 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 whatever, it's all good. Shit happens. Maybe it's not intelligent and strategic to be so serious and emotional online. But these are jabs, man. Yeah, let's just make sure we go to the first tweet. This was the first tweet that Ja Rule had put up, where he said, I'm so devastated. I can't believe the UK won't let me in. I've spent $500,000 in production of my own money to put this tour together, only to be denied entry days before my shows. This is not fair to me or my fans. The venue was sold 85%. Sure it was, Ja. Sure. And if it was, good for you, man. I mean, it was in the UK, so yeah, maybe. You know, they're a lot more into hip-hop out there than the United States. Out there in London, they actually, I think, care about hip-hop. Not saying that Ja Rule is really hip-hop. You know, I never really thought his music was hip-hop. I actually thought his music was more pop. But you know, he had a couple bangers with Ashanti and all that. Of course, you know, you can't knock those, but still, it's just like, you know, he had his little buzz, and I could see him selling tickets, I guess, in the UK. So that's how the whole thing started, right? But then we go to where he says right here, the UK is one of the few European countries that restricts entry to people with criminal records. In general, you will likely be denied entry if you have been convicted of a crime punishable by 23 months or more under British law, or served more than 12 months in prison. You know, this got people talking. People responded back, that's cap. Bobby Shmurda is in the UK right now. And Ja Rule came back with saying, and he's not supposed to be. Y'all gonna get that man in trouble. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments on this, man. Like, this is something that's very interesting to know. That if the UK is really this strict, I mean, I never thought that they were that strict. Because There's a lot of dope concerts that you usually see out there. So this doesn't really make sense. So, he's letting everybody know right here that he let his team know to the promoters what's going on, as I explained previously. And, of course, some of the fans are upset. You guys can understand. After Ja Rule made that post about how he's so devastated, 50 comes in right here, if you guys can see, and he says right here, "I got juice all over the place, sucker." Damn. But of course, so if you're going to say something like that, that's when people are going to think that you probably had something to do with it. But of course, 50's just clowning. And probably people are just joking too. But now, for those of you that don't know, now you can get the gist of the story where 50 comes back and says, "Man, I ain't got nothing to do with him getting in," right? And then Ja Rule responds with the clap back right here. Let's go. I gotta say, man, Twitter is a funny place, man, in a way. So it looks like these two are gonna be beefing. It don't look like it's gonna stop. But I would like to know in the comments what y'all think about what he said about traveling to the UK. And if you got that criminal record, what that means. That would be something interesting, I think, for the hip hop community to know, right? So, yeah.